All right. I mean, are you sure we're gonna do this today? What? I mean, yeah, dude. It's Sunday. We don't say the F word podcast, and it's Sunday. It's our weekend wrestling show. Why wouldn't we be doing this today? I mean, I just I know what's gonna happen. What? What do you think's gonna happen? I'm pretty sure you're just gonna fly off the handle about like I don't know everything. Okay, first of all, very important. I don't fly off the handle about anything. It's not exactly my nature. I'm not a handle flying off kind of guy. Not really what I do. Yeah, none of us here believe that. But anyway, all right. You want me to just go ahead and do the intro? I mean, yeah, I think you probably should just go ahead and do the intro. Looks like Joe's about to be joining us. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for Joe. I'm just gonna do this thing so I can get out of here before you make it me to get a job with WWE. Now, what is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. We are brought to you today by our friends over at Pure Plank. That's right, Ledge and Christian. They are pure plankers, just like your boy Mark the Monster. We got a link in the bio. Promo code Don't Say the F Word. You save yourself 10% on Pure Plank board. Also, we're brought to you by our own damn merch. That's not we don't say it. Whatever. Yeah, it's our shirts. Go buy them. We donate that money to animal shelters. Also brought to you by Virtual Reality Combat. Big headed dude over here. Dude, really? Just saying, you got a big head. Anyway, he does some commentary work for them. He's also done some fights. And yeah, if you want to be a fighter and you want to do the world of virtual reality and not get concussions like he has, which causes mood swings and real attitude problems. Yeah, you might want to do some boxing in VR and not get. How many concussions have you had? It's been a lot. I've had a lot. Yeah, and you also had your face rebuilt, right? Yes, I did have to have reconstructive surgery on my face, and that's the best they could come up with. All right. Anyway, you have fun talking about the weekend wrestling. We have the named Wrestler of the Week, Match of the Week. Good luck with that. You guys may want to talk about the fantasy faction as well. You may want to make some adjustments. Anyway, I'm Mark the Monster, the leader of the PWO. I mean, he's probably going to just crap all over WWE, so good luck. Triple H, you're my favorite. I am available for extra work. I'm out. Wow. Wow.
He called you out before the show.
I mean, I don't know that he's ever gone that hard in the paint just in the intro. I mean,
I don't know neither, but he called you out flat from the get-go.
Right out the gate. Like, he really, truly just, he went all in. No pun intended, because we're probably going to just have to go all out, right?
That is right. Yeah.
That's what we're going to have to do. Joe, where do we even start?
I'll start it off, y'all. I'll start off. I got it.
Here we go. Let it rip, Joe.
Here we go.
Tell him.
I will say this. Wrestlepalooza, however you say it.
Wrestlepalooza.
It should have stayed on Peacock, y'all. It should have stayed on Peacock. It should have stayed on Peacock. Also, that could have been like, your part Friday night, part Monday night fights. There you go. I said it.
All right. So,
and I will also say that they just rushed it too fast and just had to hurry and put something together. It was just rush to the fullest. And as it would rush, I mean, I did call out some good stuff before this show. I did say somewhere along the line, LA Knight and Jay Wood have a collision. I was at the referee part. I would say.
Do you really feel like it was rushed?
was rushed. Yeah.
Get this light right. I just look weird. Dude. So,
It was rushed. What
I
kind of
guess I can
sense
see
it
your
was rushed?
opinion. I mean, the ESPN deal did come about kind of fast, theoretically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except we have a lot of talk that, they did the women's PLE to get another PLE onto Peacock. SummerSlam was made a two-night affair to get another event on Peacock to be able to fulfill their obligations to Peacock and be able to then go to ESPN,
Yeah.
right? That's the narrative. That's what we're told. That's all
Calendar,
things kind of point to that, right?
calendar days. How they do calendar days.
So let's talk about what the match card was going into WrestlePalooza. We were having one of John Cena's final matches, Cena versus Brock Lesnar. We had an undisputed WWE Championship match with Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. We also had a mixed tag match of CM Punk and AJ Lee, her return to the ring, first time in 10 years. And then we had the Usos and Bronson Reed, the Usos versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And we had the Women's World Championship match, Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
I said it the moment they started announcing matches for WrestlePalooza. Which, again, going back to your idea that it was being rushed, Brock Lesnar returned at SummerSlam, which led everyone to speculate Brock Lesnar would face John Cena at Clash in Paris. Instead, that was Logan Paul. Brock was postponed until WrestlePalooza, which was September 20th, which was yesterday, which also coincided directly with AEW's All Out, one of their biggest shows of the year. That doesn't necessarily make me believe that this was a rushed event. It seems like it was planned out to counter-program AEW. Again, counter-program D's Nuts shirt is available at our merch site. Link is in the bio. So they also brought AJ Lee back for this event, so that seems to me like there was a degree of planning going into WrestlePalooza.
I think they're gonna bring her back eventually, but not this soon. I think that's always been the plan, but since they had to come up with the deal and everything, they needed something to get attraction. They had to toss it in there.
Maybe. Aside from the match card, we also had the promise from Triple H that there would be plenty of surprises and that WrestlePalooza was going to be a spectacle. Triple H's words, he said that.
They're gonna bring surprise.
At this point, it's what time is it? Yeah, Trunks is happy. Big shout out to North Coast Comics. Sunday show, that's right. We're back with the weekend wrestling on Sunday.
Oh, yes. I'll be there Friday.
There we go. Joe's going to make his way to North Coast Comics on Friday. I have to pick up some books for me. Do we want to break things down? We want to go match for match for WrestlePalooza. We want to talk about everything. I guess we may as well, right?
I called it. I will start the first one. I said Brock was going to destroy Cena, y'all.
You did say Brock was going to destroy Cena. You did say that.
He didn't get destroyed.
One thing to keep in mind, everyone watching us live on Instagram, we do need to talk about our fantasy faction and decide if we need to make any changes to the public world order and what our team of 10 looks like. We need a tag team and 8 singles competitors.
Okay.
Brock destroyed John, which leads me to assume that we're going to have John Cena's final match will probably be against Brock Lesnar, and it'll be his victory over Brock. So John won't go out on his back, most likely, or there'll at least be one more Brock Lesnar match. At least one.
Nah, I think they're done. Brock seems like he's gonna be on SmackDown.
You think Brock is doing anything after? I mean, do you think Brock is doing something after this? I mean, he did have Paul Heyman with him.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say Brock going to SmackDown. Be on SmackDown. So I would say Cena won't be back till what, October? Yeah, October. So yeah, you got time.
I don't know that. I don't really know where he fits. I mean, you had Heyman's involvement. They didn't hint to anything else with Heyman and Brock. But I mean, shouldn't Seth have something to say to Paul Heyman for doing this work with Brock? I mean, Paul's part of the vision, right? I mean, that's still a group. They don't have merch, but they are a group.
Mm-hmm. I'll say Paul will probably save Seth from having Brock come after him for the title. Because don't forget, him and Brock, they got a feud in the past as well. They had several matches. Ooh.
They work several programs together. So I mean, it's not like Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar are friends. Now, granted, Seth doesn't need to be friends with someone for them to be in the division. Bronson Reed staked his claim as being a monster by destroying Seth Rollins. So Seth can clearly let bygones be bygones unless your name is Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns. But he even helped Cody win the title, so I guess that's not true.
I'll say this.
So
if they do it right,
maybe he can't let bygones be bygones with Roman Reigns. Anyone else he can get along with regardless of hating them.
I'll say this. If I had to picture it right, I would say Breaker's going to start a feud with Brock.
That could be interesting.
I'll say this because you looked at at the show. They was in the background over that Friday. I think it was Friday. Breaker did a little crazy look at him when he gave Paul a hug, like he was ready to attack him. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be the first one. Breaker, Brock.
All in all, I don't know. I think they have fumbled the final year of John Cena. And when I look back historically, I think they may have fumbled the last 10 years of John Cena's career. Go back to 2016, man. 2016, he was doing the honors for all kinds of people.
Yeah.
He's on his back counting the lights a lot. And now that we're in the final 5 events now, right? We're down to 5.
Five more.
So we booked him with Logan Paul. Good match, but not really anything anyone cared to see, I guess. We rewind the clock even more. We did the heel turn that we then just ended abruptly and took the belt off of him. Mm-hmm. We're still calling him the last real world champion. For what reason? Why are we still calling him that? He doesn't have the title. He's not the last real world champion. He lost clean to Cody Rhodes. He can't claim that anymore, and announcing him that way just sounds stupid.
Not really.
It doesn't work. They should have kept him a heel. The Wrestling Cartel has joined us. You may have known the Wrestling Cartel as the Cuban Gorilla.
I'll just say this. If you do statistics right, Cena is the last real world champion, the greatest of all time. Even though he lost, I could say it went the way I planned it out in the beginning. I said in the beginning he was going to lose and da-da-da. But they're doing the reverse. He won in the beginning. Now he's starting to lose. So I'm going to say he's going to be on the losing streak, and he's perfectly fine with it.
I get it. On your way out, you go out on your back. But if there's anyone who shouldn't have done that, it's John Cena. And if you were going to end it this way, there was no reason to do the heel turn, because the heel turn should have just ran its course and let him leave with the belt, and that'd be so memorable because no one does that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing he got to do is Yeah.
Dude, he's got
What the
5
hell?
more events. At best, he has 2 more matches.
Okay,
2 more
I'll say
matches
this.
for John.
I'll say this. He's gonna be in that at the Paris, whatever, overseas with the guy.
But we have Crown Jewel coming up. He's going to
Crown
do the
Jewel. There we
Saudi
go.
show. Yeah, he's
There we
going
go.
to do
Crown
that
Jewel.
show. So that's
Okay.
one event. Then he's going to have one more match, which will probably be his final match in December.
I'll say this. What if he's in the battle royal for the number one contender for the title shot?
They're not going to do it. There's no way. Dude, they have fumbled this final year of John Cena's career so catastrophically bad. Like,
It's not
the
fumble.
heel turn sucked because of Travis Scott. But
Okay, we'll
everything
start
he
with
was
that.
delivering on a weekly basis, those promos, like you said, that was just John talking. That wasn't a character. That shit worked.
Mhm. It worked. But I do say,
The wrestling cartel said that there's a rumor going on that The Rock's going to confront John Cena at War Games at Survivor Series. I've seen that rumor. I don't give it any credit. The,
no.
the Rock has dropped 60 pounds for a role for a movie. The Rock is he's not in Rock condition to do anything in WWE. I don't think The Rock is going to do anything at all as far as a match goes in WWE. Maybe he'll do an appearance opposite of John for a promo. Maybe. But even then, The Rock is not going to wrestle. We had comedian Danny Jost on our podcast months ago. He's done a lot of movies. He's around Hollywood. He's in that scene. His inside Hollywood scoop to us was that The Rock's knees are shot. He can't do a singles match.
He's on. Rock can't do nothing. He
His knees. Danny said that everything he's heard in Hollywood is that his knees are shot. He can't run, so he can't hit the ropes. He carried that extra mass for a while to do the Smashing Machine. Now he's dropped weight and he's going to do another movie. I don't think The Rock's coming back at all. I would, if the best we could get is a promo of him and CM. That's the best we could hope for. He's not doing a match. So John's maybe got 2 matches. If we're going to do one in Saudi, maybe that'll be the Brock rematch, maybe. And then we get one final match in December. And I don't even have a guess anymore. If we move on from Brock and Cena, which opened the show, we then moved into match number 2 was tag team, right? It was the Usos versus the Brawns. And what more can I say? Jey Uso gave himself a concussion to split himself open. Rush finished the match.
Yeah. Cause when
Sucks.
I seen the blood, I'm like, what happened?
That's what I'm like, did he hit him? I texted her, I said, did he hit himself with the chair?
Yeah, but then when they did the replay of the match after they lost, you can see him hit the chair with Breaker on the back. But then when the chair came back, I don't know how it hit him in the face. But when he put the chair down, when he looked at Breaker, that's when the blood started right there.
Yeah.
So, that
Bounced off his head. The wrestling cartel's telling us, man, it was just weird. And I'll be honest, at the conclusion of that match, I pretty much checked out on all things Wrestlepalooza. Today I was watching, I was very vocal. I had no interest in watching the mixed tag match. It was a complete comedy bit match. I'm confident you paid better attention than I did. So feel free to break that match down. Feel free to break down the women's championship match. I didn't watch that shit either.
The women's match was good. They did a good show on that one. Let's see.
I also didn't watch Cody and Drew.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, what's going on? Okay.
I fell asleep. Cody and Drew.
So break it down. Destiny Jakira and Io Sky. That was, I would say that was better than the mixed tag match. It was better than even the Drew and Cody match. It was better than that too.
I believe it. I mean, Drew and Cody were only going to deliver what they've ever delivered in the ring together.
Mhm.
I mean,
And let's see here. Well, and now as for the mixed tag team match, okay, maybe they did let the women hit the men, but they didn't do no crazy finisher on them. They just did their normal slap punch. What was it? Oh, and AJ Lee put Seth in the Black Widow. There you go. That was good. And I think Seth put AJ into the, what was it? He almost had it in the figure 4. There we go. But good old Huggy Punk saved the day. You know.
at least CM Punk has won something.
I would say the match itself, it was
just as bad as I said it was going to be. Like, it may have actually been more underwhelming than I even predicted. It's a bad match type. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. I like that they tried to go a comedy route with it and tried to do like funny stuff. But what you have is two guys who are it's a blood feud between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. There should never be comedy in this feud. I don't even know, like, who books this shit? Like, honest to God. Like, absolutely garbage. And I'm going to get, oh, you're always hating on WWE. No, I hate on things that suck, and that sucked. Bad.
Oh.
And I'm going to talk about what sucked in AEW, too, whenever we get to that, because there was something that sucked bad there, too.
I think I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, but anyway.
I bet you do. I bet you'll hit this prediction pretty spot on, because there was something about AEW's All Out that I absolutely hated. But look at the women's title match. We've seen tons of praise for it. I didn't watch. I was already nodding off.
And also Becky tapped out before AJ got the Black Widow all the way on her on the second time she tried to do it to her. Yeah. And that's how she won. There you go.
That's cool. What were your thoughts on Drew and Cody? I mean, that's where we all expected some sort of surprise, right? Maybe a heel turn from Randy Orton, maybe, and we got a match that should have been main event of SmackDown Toledo.
I say the whole match itself, it was kind of bad because you got Cody looking like he injured, then fall to the ground for some reason. I don't even know what he did, but he just.
I seen someone made a reel, and whenever Cody fell, they had a little thing pop up. They said their Xbox controller disconnected.
Yeah.
Wrestling Cartel asking really about me thinking something sucked with AEW's All Out. Oh yeah, there is something that happened in All Out that I thought was absolute dog shit, and we will get to that.
And I would say the only thing bad about the match, I'll say it was a good thing. I'll say the ref is the one who saved the match because the ref just kept getting in the way, kept buying some time. What was it? They were outside the ring. Drew was about to do the kick through the table again. The ref just jumped in the way. Like he got in the way, telling him, no, don't do it. You're going to count him out, disqualify him, whatever. Then like Drew was like, okay. Then he went for it anyway, and Cody moved out the way. And that's when he kind of, injured his knee. Drew did.
Yeah.
It looked all right. Then there was that one spot when the ref just went outside the ring, and like he went towards the crowd when he just slid underneath the ring to get something. I forget what it was, and he just missed that 3 count, big time, like really big time.
Yeah.
I think Wade said it best. That was an 8 count right there.
Clips I see of that match, the only part that I thought was like a really like good moment was during the introductions and Drew put his hand on the belt. Made for a good visual. Thought that was very good work right there. I don't know, man. What's your overall rating for Wrestlepalooza? We'll go 1 to 5. Not stars. We'll go ice cream bars. Since I dropped the ice cream bar shirt today. What ice cream bars do you give Wrestlepalooza?
You say 1 out of 5. I'll give it 2.
Me too.
I'll give it 2.
Give it a 2. Let's move on to. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. The far better show of the day yesterday was AEW's All Out. Should have come as no surprise to everyone that it was a better show. The pre-show I did not get the chance to watch, but that was huge All-Star women's 8-woman tag. Danny Garcia versus Shibata. Samoa Joe and Will Hobbs versus Anthony Henry and JD Drake. No idea what happened in those matchups. I didn't watch. I didn't catch it. I haven't looked to review it. I will probably try and check out Garcia versus Shibata later on. But
I missed it too. I had a very important thing to get.
Joe had to go buy a Labubu. That's what Joe had to go do yesterday while he missed it. I just missed it. I was working. But I missed the pre-show. Joe was buying a Labubu. I would have never thought Labubus would make it on this show, but hey, here we go.
All I know is I don't know what the hype is about it.
Gotta be a good dad. Gotta buy them the stuff they want.
It's a little boo boo. Okay, little boo. There we go. You got the little boo boo. That's all I can say. It's done no with. It's like a little gremlin, but kind of cute, but ugly. But hey, that's the best thing I say about it.
And the pay-per-view itself kicked off with Edge and Christian, Legend Cage, Cage and Copeland versus FTR. I was not expecting this to open the show, but the very moment it started, I thought this was actually the best opening match I could have gone with. This was smart. Got the crowd on their feet. They were invested. And I seen people posting that Edge is opening the show. He's going to end up at Wrestlepalooza. Like, how would that have worked logistically? I don't think he would have made it. But I see people like, as cool as that would have been, it's not what happened. However, we did get the nod to John Cena in that match from Edge, which was kind of cool to see. And just all in all, it's like a very good match. We had Beth Phoenix debut in AEW and take out Stokely.
Yeah.
We had a very competitive match. We got Ledge and Cage win. They defeated FTR. Then we got a post-match beatdown due to an interruption from Nick Wayne, caused a distraction. We got some handcuffs used, and then Beth Phoenix returns. And to AEW's credit, as opposed to how CM Punk stood there and got paintbrushed by Becky Lynch, Beth Phoenix went at FTR and ate a spike pile driver for her efforts.
I say Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix, she in the shape. She can take bumps. Like most of them are like, I ain't gonna say skinny, but body type. She got more muscle to take the bump than everybody else can. Well, female-wise, y'all. Female.
One thing that surprised me, and I guess never really clicked until last night, or yesterday afternoon, whatever. It's been 21 years since Edge and Christian tagged together. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, 20 years. They've been together.
21 years. You got wrestling fans today who never even experienced Edge and Christian as a tag team. Got no idea.
I thought they.
I thought commentary did a great job referencing John Cena without saying his name. Thought that was a good work. I thought that was a good match.
It was a good match. I caught the end. I didn't see you then. But I caught it. I got in time. I see it.
I had a feeling that Ledge is going to be sticking around to AEW for the long haul with his wife joining in. He paid his nod to Cena, so I don't think he's not going back to WWE. I know Triple H says he gets texts every day from people letting him know how much time they have left and when they can come back. We know he's just talking about Alberto Del Rio and he's talking about Vince McMahon. It's not the people you guys want it to be trying to go back. I don't think anyone's trying to go back to WWE after watching yesterday's event if they want to do a good show. But then we have second match of the night, a returning Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. Hey, Joe, why are you laughing? I'm going to bring this camera.
I'm just going to say this. The moment you said something got on your nerve and it pissed you up about the whole thing, I was like, there's only one thing that made me turn out one interested was the Eddie Kingston because he messed it up every move coming back. He messed it up.
So listen, I get it. First match back in like 18 months. I get it. I 100% get it. But I brought this camera in closer because I want to make sure everyone understands it whenever I say this. I like Eddie Kingston. I really, really, really want to be a fan of Eddie Kingston. I think he seems like a cool guy. I think he seems like someone I'd probably conversate with, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Eddie Kingston has a great personality for pro wrestling. I think he does really good promos because he believes everything he says. I think Eddie Kingston, whenever he's in front of a camera or on a microphone, he 100% embodies that right there. Pro wrestling is real, people are fake. I don't think Eddie Kingston always understands that what he's doing is work. I think he very much lives that character we see on TV. I say I want to be a fan of Eddie Kingston's. Sometimes Eddie Kingston's okay in the ring. Sometimes Eddie Kingston is okay in the ring. He's never great. And last night he was terrible. His finisher, I understand, he's got a lineage back in Japan, but Eddie Kingston cannot do a spinning back fist. That should never be in his arsenal, certainly not as a finisher. It's never looked good. He's never done it, and it's looked good. It's always looked bad, and last night it looked exponentially worse than it's ever looked. It looked terrible. You can't... Whenever we're at a point where, like, we know, like, wrestling fans like AEW, like, you like both things, and there's no divide, but if you were, like, trying to introduce that product to someone who's never watched it, and that was the match you turned on, they would never watch the product again. That match would turn people off from AEW. It absolutely sucked on so many levels. Like, I'm not saying every wrestler has to be built like Kyle Fletcher. I'm not saying everyone's got to look like a bodybuilder. I'm not saying people always got to look jacked or they fight. But if Eddie Kingston's going to stay locked into looking like a drunk uncle, he should just fight. His matches should just be a fight. Let's stop trying to present him as something else. And for the love of God, just use a DDT as your finisher. Do a good Raven, even Everflow DDT. Do something else. Because that spinning back, the Judas effect, whenever Jericho does it, he can at least pull it out of nowhere, and it wasn't looking as telegraphed. But he even moved away from that so often because sometimes he was looking sloppy. Eddie Kingston spinning back fist is trash. Period. Someone tell him to stop using it because it kills the gimmick. Like the whole thing of I'm a tough guy from New York, I'll fight you anywhere. And whenever I see you do that spinning back fist, I know you ain't beating me in a fight. Like I just know it. Like you're not gonna do that shit on me and connect. He was 4 feet away. Big Bill's 11 feet tall. You can't teach that. Eddie Kingston couldn't reach him. Why in the hell was that the finisher? And then whenever you screwed it up, why didn't you just call an audible? Why did you go for the pin? I blame the referee. I blame the ref. Yeah, of course Eddie knew he didn't get all that. Yeah, clearly he knew it. But I blame the referee. Why wouldn't you have said kick out? Don't you dare eat this 3 count. That shit looked dumb. It looked dumb. It made Eddie Kingston's character not be believable. It ruined the fact that Big Bill is 7 feet tall and you can't teach that. Like they're gonna have to run it back on Wednesday. They're gonna have to do it again. And then when they turn around and do it again, it's not gonna be great. It's gonna be it's gonna be hard to deal with. And again, I wanted to enjoy that match. I was so excited to see Eddie Kingston back. And then just, man, that ring rust was there and evident and should not have been on a pay-per-view. It could have been, I don't know, man. It just, it didn't kill the show. The show was the best show.
I'll say this from your point of view to somebody who hasn't watched wrestling and they start watching it and they hear commentary say, hey, back after 16 months are gone, it's Eddie Kingston back from injury, and then they see Eddie Kingston and they're like,
it wasn't a good representation of who Eddie Kingston is. And I guess that's probably where I'm more frustrated than anything, is it didn't make Eddie look like the intimidating figure we should be seeing Eddie Kingston as. He should be viewed as a New York tough guy ass kicker who's down to fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. And that match didn't present that, and that finisher does not make him appear to be that guy. Just doesn't. Wish it did.
I would say this.
I don't know. It doesn't for
me. Poor Eddie Kingston. That's all I can say about that. Yeah, I just seen it. I was like, ooh. After watching, I'm like, this ain't gonna be a good match to watch. And then the pin, I'm like, Big Bill could have kicked out of that. That pin, he could have kicked out of it, or at least stretch his leg over to the rope.
He should have kicked out of it. He just should have. We could have gone to something else. We could have just revisited it. Kick out, do a couple things, do it again, and connect. Maybe you kick him in the knee, do the chop block or something, drop him down to one knee and try and land it. Something else. But yeah, it just looked bad. It was hard to I just didn't. I didn't like it at all. I don't know. I don't know. Where do you go? No, at least it got rinsed out of our eyeballs pretty quick. We went straight to MJF versus Mark Briscoe. Tables and tacks. MJF was coming off a loss in Mexico to face Mark Briscoe, and they put on a hell of a match. It did look like MJF was bleeding from his genitals early on in the match. Good call going all white for this type of match. Very Matt Cardona-esque, right? Just think looking like you're bleeding from your dick hole probably ain't the way to go.
I would say that little bucket he had poured out. Oh, that's a lot of pins. That's a lot of pins.
Yeah, a lot of thumbtacks. It's a good match. One thing that stood out, man, Briscoe's chair spot, the Sabu style chair spot he did, I thought that looked great. To the outside, that looked cool. The whole match was cool. I did not think MJF was losing. They're telling a good story here with MJF of him losing a lot. He used to be a guy who never took an L, won all the time. Now he lost to Mark Briscoe. We are going to get a vengeful MJF.
Yeah, but he still got the ring. He still win the ring every year. So at least he got that.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that match?
That was kind of sick, but I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of.
It's kind of rough.
Yeah. I'll say when he do the pile driver to the head on the thumbtacks. Oh,
Yeah, my amazing wife, her lovely sister, asked me, said, "So what's like the trick with the thumbtacks?" I said, "There ain't one. They're just getting thumbtacks stuck in them."
there's no tricks. There's nothing. Those are legit in your skin. I would
Said maybe they don't
say
hurt as bad as we would think they would going in. So I don't know. They don't look too comfortable. I'm not gonna.
no.
I'm not doing. I'm not taking a thumbtack bump.
No, I think from what I heard, just thumbtacks. You don't feel the thumbtacks when you go down or anything. It's just when they pull them out. That's where it gets hurt at.
Makes sense. We then had the Hurt Syndicate versus Gates of Agony and Ricochet, which their group's
Demand.
name is The Demand.
The demand.
Just when you thought the Vision was the worst faction name you could have in pro wrestling, you get The Demand.
Okay. I heard that, and the only thing I think of is all the names that they try to come up with got a trademark on it, so they can't use it. They locked out a name, so they got to come up with the only
What
thing that
would have
sounds
been
good.
a better name for them?
Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Flying Gates.
That's better than The Demand. The Demand is dumb. I don't know how else. This shitty name for a great group of people to be together. Like, really, it's not a good name at all.
Yeah,
I
so
don't even know. Like, there was no thought put. Like, we need something. We're in demand. Oh, okay, The Demand. We'll do that. Just run with that.
they got trunks and magic robes now, so hey, the man.
I don't know. There's definitely a better option. I don't know what it is. Drop it in the comments if you can think of a better name for Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Because there's just got to be something else. Very good match.
Mm-hmm.
MVP eats the pen.
Hey, I was shocked. But then they did take them all out at the end. I don't think I thought MVP would at least try to kick out, but nah, he 1, 2, 3.
I think this definitely sets up a new member of the Hurt Syndicate being called in. I think MVP is going to use this as, hey, I ain't got it to be in the ring with you guys anymore. Maybe I'm a little too beat up. Maybe I got a little too many miles on me. Maybe I'm better off as the advisor on the outside, handling business. What's up? A to the K Wrestling. Join us live on Instagram. Drop by in the comments. Great show. A to the K. They just did an interview with Josh Barnett. Everyone knows my history, having trained under Fujiwara myself. I'm a big old school catch wrestling, shoot fighting guy. Love Josh Barnett. Great guy. Go check them out. Check out that interview with Josh Barnett. But yeah, I think MVP maybe hangs it up for a bit and brings in a fourth member to the Hurt Syndicate.
He might. I don't know who.
I don't know who either. I don't got a guess. Like, I don't think it would be anyone within AEW. Like, there's no one on the roster that I'd put with them.
Yeah, Cable TV.
I mean, I guess. I mean, is AEW available on demand on Max? Is that a thing that's on Max?
$39.99.
Not necessarily how I watch my AEW. I'm not saying I would ever pirate pro wrestling, but I will tell you I don't have HBO Max. I think they add to them. I just don't know who. I don't know who the next member would be. Probably not MJF. Then we had Joe's favorite wrestler in the world, Mercedes Moné versus Rio. Thoughts on that match, Joe? Because guess what I didn't watch?
You didn't watch it. I know you didn't watch it. Okay. The one girl, she could have had him. She could have had him. She should have won. I'm just saying.
Rio?
She had Rhea. She had that whole entire match. She took Monet out plenty of times. She should have won, but they gotta keep that. She's trying to break the Ultimate Dragon record with 11 belts. So yeah, that's only why it is.
Mercedes wins. I don't know. I guess we'll just keep winning, keep collecting belts.
But she's good. Rio should have won that one. I'm just saying, she should have won it.
Then we had the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada versus Tashida versus Dorada. Oh, holy shit for the match. Dude, what a great match that was.
I know, right?
Good. So many things to try and cover what happened that was great in that match.
It should have went on longer. It should have went on just a little bit longer.
I don't know that I could have handled that match any longer. It was so good. Like an absolute A+ of a triple threat match.
It should have went a little bit longer. I've been okay with.
There were so many moments where I thought someone was going to win. Dorada's insane. Those moves, using his opponents to attack you, so many things happened. It was. I'm gonna have to watch that match again just because there was so much to enjoy and digest. But I absolutely had moments where I'm like, yeah, Okada's not winning. Okada's not gonna win this.
Okada should have won that.
And it turns out Okada wins.
I just wonder what the other 2 belts he had, Don Callis had, because he came out with 3 belts.
He did.
That's why I'm confused. What the other 2 belts for?
I don't know what those belts were. Well, someone's got to Google that and let us know in the comments. But yeah, man, I thought that match was absolutely fantastic. Side note. Everyone knows I hate Don Callis. Don Callis looks like a hot dog shirt is available on our merch page. I love Don Callis on commentary. Don Callis and Bryan Danielson on commentary together is fantastic. That's gold. If we rewind back, there's last week, maybe the week before, Bryan Danielson was talking about Hechicero, and Don Callis goes, "You ever wrestled someone like Hechicero?" Bryan Danielson goes, "Yeah, I wrestled Hechicero." Callis goes, "Oh, what?"
No,
just comic gold. Those two together. Bryan Danielson on commentary is also fantastic. One thing on commentary yesterday, Don Callis said sometimes 1 + 1 = 6, and Taz just no-sold it. Just didn't do anything. I don't know if it was meant to be as funny as it was, but it was hilarious to me. Something that was not a laughing matter was Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin.
I don't know about that. It was.
Darby Allin's not going to be able to wrestle for a long time. He hasn't. I can't believe he's still wrestling to what he does to himself. But Jesus Christ!
I keep telling you, by the time he get our age, he's gonna have an 80-year-old body. Just saying.
Yeah.
I would say them coffin spot just slamming into what they went through the first coffin to the side and landed perfectly inside of it. Okay, cool. That was great. Then the second one on the other side of the ring by commentary did. I could be wrong how they did the coffins, but he just want to kill himself.
Wrestling Cartel says that the match I'm talking about, the coffin match. I was okay with the coffin match. When I was talking about that match was Eddie Kingston. The Eddie Kingston match is what sucked for me, and Eddie Kingston's finisher. That's what I disliked. I thought the coffin match was good.
And then I forgot about Pac. I was like, who's that in the ring? I forgot about Pac.
I'm a Pac fan. I'm a big fan of that guy. And I totally forgot he's part of the group. they did such a good job just flat out not mentioning him after he got hurt. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we used to have a shirt available that was wet hair, don't care, and it was a pack shirt. And I totally forgot about the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
because
that was a surprise. Triple
his
H didn't even
hair,
tell us Pac could be coming back.
yeah, his hair was cut. It wasn't long. It was just,
Hey, you almost had my shit going on with whatever the
yeah.
hell's on the front of my hair. I don't know what that is. Um, Moment that shocked a whole lot of people. Tony Storm, the Killer, and Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander wins.
You know what? Nah, I ain't even mad. She had that belt for a while. I think she dropped the belt because she want to take some time off. That's all. And she
Could
deserved
be. I
time off.
mean, doing a
She
lot of
deserved time.
commercials.
Yeah. So
She's doing a lot of commercials.
she needs some time off to rest. So give her like a whole good 2 months off. She be good. But she had that belt for a long time. She had like what 3 title reigns with it, and this is probably her longest one out of all the title reigns. So, hey, she did her thing.
Yeah, I think that a lot of praise for that match. Crowd chant you deserve for Statlander for winning. A lot of attention to Tony Storm stomping the Killer during her spider pose. A lot of people found that to be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch that, so. Dude, then we have, as if this pay-per-view couldn't do anything more to like just be solid. Man, Brodito versus the Young Bucks versus Jet Speed versus Don Callis fam, which was Josh Alexander. Dude, like, who got together and said, you know what, let's just have these 8 dudes do a ladder match?
I don't know.
And that was insane. That match was crazy. I thought for sure Brody King got hurt right out the gate.
Oh yeah, it did like he got hurt the first year.
Yeah, I thought shit, they just managed to hurt Brody King, so now we got it. So now I was thinking, well, because my initial thought was either the Bucks or Brodito. Then our Brody seemingly got hurt. I thought, man, maybe they're gonna do Hechicero and Josh Alexander as tag champs. There's so many crazy spots. Mike Bailey is a nut. Thought for sure he broke his leg.
Mm-hmm.
That backflip to knees to the ladder with Hechicero there, and then he kind of missed and landed in between the rungs.
Yeah, dude. That dude needs some
It
shoes.
looks so nasty. It looks so just ow.
I just say I hope this is a sign for him to say, okay, I need some socks and shoes.
Nah, Speedball ain't putting on socks and shoes. Speedball ain't slowing down. Mike Bailey is the man.
He needs some socks and shoes after that.
Has been Panther. What is up? We got the Panther joining us live on Instagram right now, man. Weekend Wrestling Show, recapping everything. You guys have been dropping in the comments. I need someone to help us. Like, we're talking that tag team ladder match at All Out right now. Who should the tag team be for our fantasy faction? My vote right now is Brodito. I think they might be tag champs for a while.
I think the Young Bucks.
You're thinking the Bucks?
After getting that 100K, they started to be on a winning streak. So I think the Young Bucks.
Guys, drop it in the chat. Should we have our tag team for our fantasy faction be Brodito or the Young Bucks? I'm leaning Brodito. Joe's leaning Young Bucks. We also need 8 wrestlers, 8 singles competitors to add to the team. So if you guys drop them in there, I'm going to jot them down, and I will solidify our team tonight. We had our team before, but probably need some adjustments. Team captain previously was Kyle Fletcher, who helped us deliver. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We should keep Kyle Fletcher as our team captain. Team captain does earn double points when they earn points. So, and, Brodito winning tag titles in that ladder match, but absolutely yet another A+ match from All Out. Just a great showing. Then we get our main event.
Talking about the Vision as a tag team. Guess the Vision.
Yeah, the Vision would be a tag team. Yeah, they would count. Joe, what is there to say about Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher? That I didn't text you during the. It's not so, guys. As everyone probably knows, me and Joe don't really conversate much about wrestling until we're on the show. Generally, everything happens here. We don't talk too much. Like, we don't talk about who our wrestler of the week is. We don't talk about match of the week. We don't do much of that. I may occasionally send him something that I'm bitching about, but for the most part,
you just said all you said was "Holy shit, this match." I said, "Ooh, I don't know."
Man, look, I understand that I'm a Kyle Fletcher mark. Totally get it. I'm a fan of Hangman Adam Page. I certainly expected this match to be good. I don't think I expected this match to be that good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys expect this match to be that good?
Not really. I say at least it would got like a B plus. In the beginning, it would have got at least a B. Just being nice. It would got a B. But whew, 41 minutes? 41 minutes?
41 minutes, some change. There were multiple times I thought Hangman and Page had lost that match.
Mm-hmm.
The near falls were done so well that every time it happened, I thought the match was over. I thought Kyle Fletcher was going to be world champion. That close.
It was just the way they kept going in the match. I still had the hopes up that Hangman was still going to walk out the champion because we need the points. But then again, I was like, Kyle, they doing that little storyline with like Randy Orton when he was young. He's not ready yet. They're giving him the right moment. That TNT is like carrying the IC title when Randy had it.
I would agree.
And so when he dropped that title, I don't know who. That's when you'll see him going for that championship. So if I had to say, let's just say he gets that title at, what is the last one? December. What, winter is coming? Ain't that December?
Yeah, that's their big one in December as winter is coming. Usually it's a Dynamite, big Dynamite.
I'll say that'd be it. The last pay-per-view, winter is
when he drops the TNT title. Be interesting, man. I definitely think he wins that title next year. I think he becomes world champion in 2026.
Yeah. Woo.
One key call out for me about that match, and just like, man, it was so much stuff happened. It was such a good match. But Kyle Fletcher at one point used Will Ospreay's finisher. He used the hidden blade. And then Hangman Adam Page followed that by using Swerve Strickland's finisher. You Swerve.
Yeah.
They gave a nod to their biggest rivals in that match. In a match that went head-to-head with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
Those matches were on at the same time. And Adam Page and Kyle Fletcher outshined two of the biggest names ever in pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
By a country mile. It wasn't even close.
I ain't even saying I ain't gonna doubt it.
I commented on something and boy, did people get mad. People got so mad when I said, imagine if you watched this instead of Kyle Fletcher versus Hangman Page. I don't even know what to say to you. And if you made a decision to not watch both, totally respect everyone to watch both. I encourage everyone to watch both things. But if you're a person I only watch WWE, if you watch John Cena versus Brock Lesnar instead of Kyle Fletcher versus Hangman Adam Page, I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand your taste in art, which is okay. I don't have to. I'm happy you like something, but man, Kyle Fletcher and Hangman Adam Page delivered on every level. May have been one of the best matches ever.
Every week you got a new match saying it's may have
Yeah,
been the
every
best.
week is maybe the best match ever. I'm fluffing it up a little bit too much, but I'm doing that because Joe said, I already know what your match of the week is going to be. So with that, Joe, all that said, who is your wrestler of the week before I give them my match of the week?
Okay. I'm just going to say this. They should have been champion last night. They did a hell of a match and that pulled it out strong. But that's so close. So close. Could have been a champion last night. He really should have been a champion. He should have won that match last night because the way he went in that match, executed, put on a good show. He was some crazy. He had moves that I ain't never seen, but hey, they was good. Just saying. And so, the wrestler of the week. God forgive me if I say it wrong. De Niro. Dorado.
Oh, Dorado? Yeah, that three-way match for the unified title was a hell of a match, especially after the MJF match. A lot that happened there. I think that's a good pick. Good pick for Wrestler of the Week. Without any further ado, my match of the week was the tag team ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone thought it was going to be Hangman and Kyle Fletcher, which if I could pick two, they would both be there. But if I had to go for just one, that tag team match just delivered. It was a lot of stuff. They did a lot of innovative things, a lot of things I've never seen before, and a lot of moments of holy shit. Holy shit. Very just great match. I mean, great match all the way around on All Out. Again, the only downside was the Eddie Kingston thing. Everything else, I mean, really hard to find a flaw. Again, we got comments coming in at 10 out of 10, 5 stars. All in all, I do think it was a great pay-per-view. Which I guess, man, I get it. Eddie's first match back, gonna have some ring rust, gonna have some opportunity, but I do think it made it not a perfect pay-per-view. If that would have been on the pre-show, okay. But it makes it not be a 10 out of 10. The pay-per-view, not a 10 out of 10. Maybe the best pay-per-view thus far this year. Certainly up there. But with that being part of the main card, I just don't. I can't give it a 10 out of 10. I just can't. Maybe I'm being too critical. You guys can tell me if I am. For me, it just was a very off-putting match.
Yeah. Okay.
Joe.
Which is better? It was out.
Which is better?
Which is better? In or out? All in or out? Which one was better?
Oh, man. All Out. All Out was better. Could be just maybe it's because it's fresher in my memory, maybe. But I do think I think All Out was better. I think Darby and Mox, the coffin match, was better than Mox and Hangman, honestly. And I think Kyle Fletcher and Hangman was better than Mox and Hangman.
I can see.
I think All Out was better than All In.
Okay, I see. You giving it a 3? Damn.
Damn. The Wrestling Cartel being generous, giving Wrestlepalooza a 3. Joe and I gave Wrestlepalooza a 2. It could have been any random SmackDown. That whole event could have been any random SmackDown that I didn't watch. It's just not good. I think All Out, man. I think AEW showed up and showed out. WWE should stop trying to counter program AEW because you're forced to, as a fan, draw a comparison, which I hate because I don't think it should be this or that. I don't think we should say, well, how does AEW stack up to WWE? And WWE is the worldwide leader. None of that matters. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? But whenever you WWE tries to counter program AEW, again, counter program These Nuts shirt is available at our merchandise site. You're forced to compare the shows. Like, you can't not compare them. And WWE failed on every measurable level. It just was not a show that could compare to AEW. Yeah, there were more matches, all this stuff. People say what they want. Just better in ring performance. Tony Khan did say he may do the pay-per-views as afternoons going forward, which is great for me because everybody knows I'm an old man who can't stay up late.
I ain't mad about the afternoon. 3 o'clock, yeah, that's fine. 3:30.
Everyone, drop some singles wrestlers in the comments who would be good for us to have on our wrestling faction. Joe.
Okay. Yeah.
At this time, I want you to pick our team captain, Joe. I picked Kyle Fletcher last time. You tell me who the team captain is. Keep in mind, we need someone who's going to be active at pay-per-views or premium live events, who's most likely going to win. It'd be great if they're probably going to do some gimmick matches, because gimmick matches are bonus points. They're going to be competing for titles and winning, or defending their titles and winning. Those are good people to have on. We got Sami Zayn. All right, Sami can be on the team.
Okay. Captain.
Team captain is all of you, Joe. You pick the captain.
Hangman.
You want Hangman as captain. All right. Hangers is captain.
I know he could do that. Texas Death Star counts as gimmick. Texas Death match.
Yes, everything. If it's not a standard match, if it's steel cage, ladder match, no DQs, all those types of things, all count as gimmicks, and they're all bonus points. And whenever he is team captain, he gets the bonus points, and those bonus points get doubled. Title match is doubled. So, got Sami Zayn. Who else, Joe?
Okay.
Guys, lay it on me. Drop them in the comments.
All right.
People who will be on pay-per-views, premium line, people who are going to be used. We don't need anyone riding the bench. So no Gunther. Let's not do Gunther. No one injured. No injured people.
We need Seth.
You want Seth? You think Seth is going to be active enough?
Pay-per-view wise, him and Cody going to be at Clash Little. We're at champion versus champion for that belt again, that big giant belt.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing and that'd be it. That might count as a gimmick, maybe. Who else we got, Joe? Who else we got?
Okay, so we got to eliminate. Okay, so I'll say no Omega, no Swerve, no Ospreay, no.
Do you want Okada?
Nah. He don't really.
Yeah, we need Kyle Fletcher on the team for sure.
He don't wrestle that much. Keep Kyle Fletcher. Dirty Dom. We need Dirty Dom.
Dom is good. Stephanie Valcaire.
Who else? How many more you need?
Two more.
Okay.
Mark Briscoe?
Wait. Nah, he
does gimmick matches, man. He does gimmick matches.
Yeah, but he gonna be in the tag team trio Wednesday, whatever.
That'll count though. He'll be on. Well, I don't think he'll count. I don't think they're counting the weekly shows. I think it's just the big name shows. I think.
I don't think. I think Mark Briscoe singles run is done after NJF. They're gonna be back to the trio. So.
Okay, who are you thinking? Solo.
How about Ricochet?
You do Ricochet.
How about Ricochet?
One more.
Okay. We ain't got nobody in WWE, do we? We ain't got no WWE, do we?
Limited. We got Dom, we got Seth, we got Sammy.
Okay.
It's definitely. I worry about MJF just because he's lost a lot lately. I don't know when they're gonna flip the switch and have it win.
Let me think here. I would say Stephanie Valkyra.
We got her on. Trunks named her. She's there.
Oh, Sherry Dever? Okay.
Yep.
Somebody who has acted the most lately.
For our tag team, though, Jurassic Express is back.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do nothing just yet.
I think going with the bronze for the tag team is a good idea.
Okay, go with them. We'll do it.
But we do need one more single star. Finn Balor?
Nah. If I had to pick, are you saying EO Sky? EO Sky. She on a run too. One single right
We could take Punk. You want Punk?
Not really. Okay, I say the last spot would have to go to maybe. Damn, it's really hard. Shit, it's a hard decision. Shit, it's a really hard decision.
It's the last spot, Joe.
El Grande Americana.
All right.
I think they pushing El Grande a lot. I think
cool. We got our team. I'll send it in. Be ready to rock. Everyone, thank you for checking us out for our weekend wrestling show. We had a great weekend of pro wrestling. Tomorrow, Raw kicks off 7 p.m. So we will be back before then to preview Raw. And maybe we'll play some for When the Bell Tolls. Again, drop new merch. We got the ice cream bar shirt is available already on our merch site. I will be working on printing some stickers. So drop my DM, we'll figure out some stickers. Got some vinyl Don't Say the F Word podcast stickers that have been cleared. So they are one more time through my clear coat machine. They'll be fully weatherproof and ready to be on a vehicle. And then we'll be putting on some ice cream shops, some ice cream bars, and see what else we can do. And I also got several new designs coming out, so there'll be some more stickers. Keep your eye out. Some of these may end up as shirts as well. So make sure you follow us on Instagram. You'll see all the designs coming, and you can play for When the Bell Tolls tomorrow. Again, if anyone gets it right, can win a shirt. We have had no winner in forever. Ever.
And always been by a second.
Yeah, Trunks missed last week by 1 second. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. We'll preview Raw. Send some hope to John Cena's final 5 days. I just want to let everyone know, SmackDown this past Friday in Toledo, Ohio was it's around 6 p.m. They reduced ticket prices. People were getting front row tickets for as cheap as $130. $150 tickets were sold directly behind commentary. So if you're going to go to a WWE show, wait to buy your tickets. Don't pay the crazy prices. Wait and get in there on the cheap. You get great seats for an affordable price, but if you want to have tickets ahead of time, feel comfortable, AEW shows are affordable. It's a good time. But beyond all that, support local wrestling. Go to an indie show. Till tomorrow, guys. Keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. We're out.